Hey there to our 58 subscribers, our future subscribers, and all the people secretly watch us without subscribing. It's been a while since we've recorded a video, and lots happened.
I died.
Oh, yeah,
Totally.
she totally died. She just came back.
Yeah.
But seriously,
New Game Plus.
Bronsha will be back in the videos soon. He's busy at the moment, but we wanted to make sure to get a video out to you guys. And so we thought we would talk about some of our adventures at the Lava Beds National Monument, which is 60 miles west of here, 60 miles west of Alturas. Just when you take the turn, you got to go past Tia Nesta, and it's last time I went, it was a dirt road. It could have changed since then, but I don't really know.
What was the turn at again?
I don't remember there'll be a sign. It'll say Tia Nesta. It might say Lava Beds. And then, of course, up on the hill as you're driving towards it, you'll see government equipment on the hill. We don't know what that is because we haven't been there.
Oh, there are most of the there's lots of dirt roads between the actual roads, isn't there?
I don't remember. It's been a long time, but it'll be marked. There'll be signs telling you how to get there.
Also, always check in with the visitor center. So they can update you on whether there are ones that they don't want you in.
There are some caves that have restrictions because of the bats.
It's their nesting time.
They don't want them bothered when.
And humans can make them sick.
Yeah, they don't want them bothered in certain times of the year. And, yeah, please don't litter or, I don't know. Just don't do anything that could make the wildlife sick.
Yeah. Just respect your surroundings, basically.
Go, enjoy it, look at it, explore, just be civilized human beings. So we went there in 2005 and 2006.
I was small.
Back when you were small. Back when Skylar was like 4 and 5 years old.
I was taller than him.
You were 14 and 15. Kendra was 12 and 13.
And I was still taller than her.
We will include pictures throughout the video. Then we went back in 2010. Took all of her minions with us.
I had a lot of friends.
Had a crowd of people because
we had a van pool.
There were so many people visiting at that time that we had a whole bunch of teenagers camped out in tents in the yard.
It was fun.
But at that time, Skylar was 9. Kendra was 17. You were 19.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last time that we went was in 2015. And Jocelyn brought one friend with her. At the time, Skylar was 14, Kendra was 22, and you were 24. So, like I said, I'll try to include pictures so you'll notice the age differences as we're posting them. But anyway, so let's see. Before you go, there's a lot of things you want to do to prepare. It's not one of those places where you're like, oh, let's just pack up and go. There are a lot of things you can get at the visitor center. They have some sort of hard hats. I don't recommend using theirs, but if it's an emergency and you forgot to bring one, get theirs. It's better than nothing because you can cut your head pretty bad on things inside the caves.
And not just cut, you can accidentally stab yourself because they can be pretty sharp.
I mean, I was walking so fast. I had a quality hard hat on, but I was walking so fast it knocked the hard hat off and sliced my head open.
Whose was it that when they stood up, it stabbed into the helmet?
Okay, so Bill had a hard hat that was similar to the ones that they sell or rent or whatever, because he wanted more clearance, so he didn't want the thick hard hats. He wanted just a thin hard hat. And
it was a mistake.
Yeah, it broke the hat, and so yeah, You're better off if you can afford to get regular hard hats, or sometimes you might even be able to rent them. I think, there might be like rental places you can get them from.
Try to have spares, and I know some of us wore the pull-on beanies, so it actually clung on tighter and kept our ears warm.
Yeah. Also, lights. Lights are very important.
Always have backup.
I don't know if you've ever experienced
Pitch black.
total darkness, and I don't mean darkness like at night. I mean
Can't see this close.
a complete lack of light.
I remember the first time we went in, I put my hand like this. I'm like, I can't see my hand.
Well, yeah, you're going underground in a lot of places, and
I see good in the dark too, and I still couldn't see my hand.
There's a lot of places in there where there's no light at all. It's disorienting. If you've ever experienced a lack of light, you'll know that it's very disorienting.
Oh, be careful when you're in the caves. Feel around before going anywhere, just in case.
What do you mean feel around?
Like a couple times we had to actually feel along the ground before we crawled through, because the lights were too bright and we couldn't see the floor if we turned them off. So we had to feel around and make sure we didn't fall in a hole.
Yeah.
Or break something.
Well, like I said, the lights are very important. Don't get just some cheap light. Make sure you have good quality lights, like really bright, and try to make sure everybody has at least. I don't know what's happening on the computer at the moment. I know you guys can't see it, but it did weird things.
Razor update.
Make sure that you have at least 2 lights per person, plus extra lights as backup in the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Because lights could go dead, lights could fall and break. If you can get lights that you could hook on yourself, that's good too. Or if they have straps that you can put around your wrist.
We also didn't do this. We didn't use safety vests, but some people prefer them because they have reflectors on them, so that if somebody's looking for you, it would make it a little easier.
Also,
getting turned around in the caves is easy.
Quality shoes.
Like boots, traction.
Make sure you have very good, thick shoes.
You do not want heels. Please don't use heels in a lava tube.
Yeah, you don't want. Well, yeah, you want a thick shoe. You're going to be walking on rocks and who knows what else.
And crawling.
Very uneven surfaces. Yeah, you'll be crawling. So if you can get shoes, that have like the hiking shoes or something like that, that's preferable. Kendra didn't wear quality shoes one time.
Or my brother.
Yeah, well, he was tiny.
He was little.
He was tiny at the time. Yeah, and we went into this one cave that was very slippery.
It was a deep plunge on our left, and I was pulling up the rear to keep an eye on my siblings. And then my sister slipped, so I grabbed her. And then my brother slipped, I grabbed him too.
There's just this little tiny path.
And part of it iced over.
And so you be very careful. Quality lights, quality hard hats, quality shoes. Take extras. Sometimes we had gloves. If you're going,
I kind of remember wearing gloves, but I don't remember why.
Well,
because we're crawling around, probably.
Yeah, if you're planning on, so you have the option. You can go into some caves that you can walk around. Some caves you have to kind of bend over a little. Some of them you have to crawl.
And if they're too narrow, don't try. Seriously.
Some of them you might have to slither.
Yeah, that too.
So it's up to you which ones you choose to go to. There's a huge variety, and you can get a list of them at the visitor center. Also, make sure to bring drinks and food.
Oh, you could also bring something reflective to mark your way that you came from, and then you can go back, pick them up, then use them for a different place.
Well,
because we didn't get as lost because we had multiple people.
Yeah. If you try.
If you don't have a lot of people.
Don't go alone.
Yeah, don't.
Definitely don't go alone.
And if you don't have a lot of people, find a way to be able to go back without, harming the environment.
And, I don't know. I've never gotten lost anywhere I've gone.
Me neither.
But
Enter did.
Yeah, we had some interesting experiences with some of her minions. But anyway, like I said, drinks and food. Definitely, you want to stay hydrated. It could be an all-day thing.
Extra water.
Take sandwiches, trail mix, granola bars.
Oh, I have an idea too.
What?
So last time we went up, half our phones didn't work because, we're out in the middle of nowhere. But the other half did. You'll want your phone to stay charged so you can, call someone if you need to. Just happen to find a spot if you need help or something.
The phones won't work inside the caves.
Yeah, they won't. Period. Except for cameras.
Yeah, but I mean, you won't get a signal inside the caves.
Do you know walkie-talkies work in there?
I don't know. We were going to take some and we always forgot. Make sure your phones are fully charged. Bring chargers that plug into the car in case you need to charge them. Got a phone call. So anyway, we were talking about making sure your phones are all charged and leaving them in the car.
And we're not sure if walkie-talkies work in there.
Take cameras with you. But you have to have really good lights because even with cameras, or even with some lights, the cameras still aren't going to pick up everything quite right.
Be careful with your cameras, they can fall, even if they're on a strap on your wrist.
Yeah, and make sure you have a full tank of gas before you go, just in case you have to let the car run to charge your phones, or in case something happens and you need the car to run for a little while to warm up or whatever, because it does get pretty cold underground.
Like, it can be full in summer and it's freezing in there.
Some people like to take knee pads with them. Don't wear clothes that you plan on wearing, to work the next day, because you can get not only dirty, but you can tear them, damage them.
We do recommend knee pads because your knees will get bruised.
Yeah, if you are choosing to crawl or slither or whatever, knee pads would be really handy. Or another thing you can use as far as your hands when crawling, we had these rigid lights, rigid from Home Depot, and they have the battery pack on them, so we could have one in each hand and use them to keep our hands off the ground. Make sure you bring a first aid kit.
Definitely. You should have gauze with you too, no matter what.
First aid kits are very important when you're exploring. Jackets and jeans. Make sure you have jeans on, or some sort of durable work clothes, because you don't want to get injuries more than you have to.
Jackets, not only will it help protect you from the cold lava, but
well, I mean, the lava, it's more that it's sharp.
Yeah, exactly. So a jacket will cushion it a bit, but oftentimes we didn't have one. We had hoodies usually.
Well, I think I only wore a jacket when we went in the springtime because it was just ridiculously cold.
It was.
So anyway, to sum up this part of it, what you need to take with you, make sure you have quality lights, plus extra lights in the vehicle for backup, quality hard hats, quality shoes, drinks, food, knee pads, first aid kits, jackets, jeans, fully charged phones and chargers, full tank of gas. You could be there all day, and some of the stuff you can get from the visitor center, but not all of it. So be prepared.
Oh, and beanies can help the hard hat stay on better.
And then, okay, so...
And we aren't sure about walkie-talkies.
There may be a small fee when you go to the visitor center for actually visiting the lava beds. I don't know what the fee is at the moment. I didn't look it up.
Yeah, we haven't been there in a long time.
Well, yeah, not since 2015. So, make sure to take a little bit of money with you to pay for that. I'm sure it's not very much. It's basically so they can maintain the place.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it running.
And then also going in there, they'll give you a little pamphlet listing all the caves and what's available and what's not available.
And it'll show
and
you
paths.
it'll show you which ones tie together, because some caves will
lead into another one.
Yeah, they'll lead to other caves. The first cave that you come to is one that they have put lights in, so you can kind of get an idea and get a feel for it. They have little signs that explain different things about the cave systems, so you so you know what to look forward to.
They also have some of the information inside the visitor center. It's like a little museum.
And then as you're going from cave to cave, there will be plaques out there with information about each cave.
Singing dog.
Oh, and also the pamphlet you get from the visitor center. I feel like I'm losing my voice.
I root beer.
No, that's all right. The pamphlets you get from the visitor center will tell you the difficulty level of each cave, so you can decide how much effort you want to put into your exploring.
And especially, don't try to show off if it risks your safety. Safety first, seriously. You can get stuck.
It's unlikely that you'll make it to every single cave in one day. That's because there's a lot.
There is.
So the temperatures inside the caves is cold. So
it could be 110 outside. Go in there, you got to put a jacket on.
Yeah, you go inside. It's going to be probably in the 50s, 40s. I think it sticks around the 50s for the most part.
Yeah.
But sometimes it gets colder. Like there are some that have ice in them.
Be very, very careful.
Especially in the wintertime, there's definitely going to be ice in some of the caves.
Skull Cave might have ice. It just depends on... It doesn't even depend on the time of year. It just depends on the cave itself.
There was one we went into, I think it was Skull Cave.
The first time it was iced over.
Where you get to this one part and it's just a big sheet of ice that's blocked off so people don't go in there.
Yeah. But like the first time we went, it was middle of summer. It was iced over. And then the second time we went, there wasn't any ice down the slope. And it was like spring or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know...
Just prepare for ice.
Yeah, prepare for ice. It does get cold in the caves.
Very.
So, as far as the individual caves, there's Gold Cave, I think is what it's called, or Gold something.
The Hershey Cave.
Well, yeah.
It's a different one, sorry.
So, the gold one, if you shine your light at the walls and ceilings, you'll see areas, especially, I think it's at the dome at the end, Gold Dome Cave, I think is what it was called.
Yeah. Because it's just like this big old room once you get into it.
Yeah, and with the flashlights, it just looks like gold. The walls, the ceiling, it looks like gold. It sparkles. But it's not. Please don't try to take it. It's a fungus.
Yeah.
You don't want to get it all over your hands and then go to the car and eat something, end up making yourself sick. So please don't touch. You really probably shouldn't touch the walls any more than you have to.
And if you're worried about it, bring gloves.
Yeah, and then what she was saying, you said Hershey?
The Hershey Cave.
I don't know if it's Hershey or chocolate. Or...
It was Hershey. I distinctly remember it was Hershey because when you think of Hershey, you think of Hershey chocolate.
Yeah. I don't remember. There's so many caves. I don't remember the names of them, but
I don't remember most of them either.
There's some. They have what looks like chocolate, just like melting down the walls, which we'll show you pictures. But it just looks like chocolate's melting down the walls, which is
really
kind of
pretty.
cool. It looks silky and
very pretty.
Again, don't touch it. It might be tempting to touch, but sorry, I thought I heard a voice behind me.
Are we being haunted?
Maybe. It might be tempting to touch, but please don't do it. Just take pictures. And there will be different areas where there's been cave-ins. Sometimes the ceiling will be opened up and light will be coming in at different spots.
And if there's any new things, the visitor center will tell you what's safe and what not to go to for now.
Yeah.
So if something's like broken since the last time you went or whatever, it's still a good idea to go to the visitor center.
And you might even be cautious if you see listen for... I mean, I've never had any of the rocks like break or cave-ins while we were there.
Yeah.
But be alert just in case.
Oh, you might find spots where someone was clearly thinking of taking one of the rocks. Please don't take the rocks.
Yeah.
As cool as it would be, don't take it. It belongs there.
And you'll see cracks where it's coming apart, and it'll look like a bunch of rocks have been put together.
Natural marvel.
But it's really where it's coming apart.
Yeah.
So don't mess with it. Take pictures, but don't mess with it.
Maybe bring a Kim with you to poke things before making sure it's safe.
There's areas that have bars
Don't
to
go.
keep you from falling in holes.
Yeah.
Keep you safe. There's ladders in various places. Some ladders are pretty steep, others are not so bad. I think it was like the second or third cave has like a really steep ladder. I can't remember.
If you have trouble with your knees and your ankles and stuff, bring compression braces or something, so it'll keep your knees from grinding.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of walking and climbing. But it's fun.
Yeah.
Very fun.
It is a lot of fun, and we do want to go back soon. We got
We need 1 million
photos.
headlights.
Huh?
We need 1 million hard hats.
1 million hard hats.
Clearly.
Oh. So
I said
we've only
headlights.
managed to go 4 times. I've been waiting to go again, and hopefully we'll be able to do it soon, because all we got was photos, and I would really like to get some video, and when we do, of course, we'll share it with you guys,
It's so much easier to do that now.
and that way you can see what it actually looks like. And so be looking forward to that. I hope we will do that. I just don't know when yet, because I do want to buy some new hard hats. The ones we had are gone. Not going to get into the explanation on that, but we don't have them anymore, so we need new ones. And I don't know who all's going to go, but we'll do it hopefully sooner than later, because I've been wanting to go back for quite a while now. So anyway, you got anything else to say?
In the visitor center, like I mentioned briefly earlier, they have this little miniature museum explaining the history of the area. On top of that, there's also info plaques at the at each of the caves, and for some of them, there's actually info plaques inside the caves.
I don't know if they're still out there. There might be even some old housing and stuff from
Yeah, maybe.
people that used to work out there. I don't know, but yeah, it's interesting. So go check it out. Make sure you go to the visitor center, and make sure you have all the things with you that we mentioned that you need. And
Remember to protect yourself,
stay safe.
please.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And we'll be back another day. We just wanted to get a video out to you guys, and hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, or whatever you feel like doing. Please don't dislike it.
The confusion.
Yeah. So anyway, talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
1,000 fans, I don't need no friends. You see these stacks on stacks, that's me, old man. Okay, let me talk my shit. 100 rounds in the chop, and I'm sitting on the clip. Rest in peace to the hottest rapper alive right now. I'm paranoid, cause they